So, how do you remove estate tax liens from your credit report? In this video, I'm going to show you, step by step, how to go through this whole process. This is actually kind of a fun thing because you can apply this to a lot of situations. And I know you're probably thinking, how can a estate tax lien be fun? Well, it's not exactly fun, but it's going to open your eyes to a whole system out there. By the time you finish watching this video, not only will you learn how to remove a tax lien from your credit report, but you'll also learn how to remove other derogatory items. Now, we're going to touch on something important. You need to keep your credit in good standing. You want to reach a point where you become your own bank. If you're constantly beholden to credit due to poor financial choices, that's a separate conversation. You need to keep your credit in good shape so you can use it later on when you're in a leveraged situation. By the end of this video, I'll show you how to handle all of that. Oh, and by the way, stick around until the end, I've got a little gift for you that will help you through this entire process. It's my way of thanking you for watching the whole video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and share it. Now, let's dive right in. How to remove a estate tax lien from your credit report. First of all, how do you remove a estate tax lien from your credit report? I'm going to tell you, a credit card late payment or any other type of late payment will work similarly. A estate tax lien won't be removed from your credit report until it's paid. You'll either have to pay it or make arrangements to address it. I once had a estate tax lien that wasn't mine, so I had to make arrangements to ensure it didn't affect me. It wasn't on my credit report, but they claimed I owed money that I didn't. So, that's the first thing to remember, if you do owe it, the only way to remove it is to pay it. Advantages of understanding credit as an investor. Let's talk about your credit report. This is a good time to explain how credit reports work in general, especially as a tax lien and tax deed investor. Here's an example. I have a property that needs a new roof. I contacted several roofing companies, and they all quoted within a couple of $1,000s of each other, around $14,000 to $15,000. One nationally recognized roofer was $1,200 more. When I asked why, he explained that they're a larger company, they work faster, and they could offer financing with no payments for 6 months. This offer was appealing because by the time those 6 months pass, I'll have sold the property and paid for the roof out of the proceeds. This is advantageous because it keeps my $16,000 in operating capital free. I can do this because my credit is good. How credit bureaus actually work. Here's something I learned a long time ago. Back in 1991, a coworker, let's call him Bob, came up to me with credit problems. Bob was struggling to get a minivan due to credit issues related to a failed business and a divorce. I took it upon myself to help him, even though the internet didn't exist back then. I discovered that the credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, are private companies selling information about you to others. When you go to a car dealership and they pull your credit report, they pay these bureaus for your history. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, if you challenge something on your report, the credit bureau is obligated to investigate. So, I suggested to Bob that we challenge each item on his credit report. By law, if the creditor doesn't provide verification within 30 days, the bureau has to remove the item. We kept sending letters, and within 3 to 4 months, we significantly improved his credit. How you can challenge a state tax lien on your credit report. If there's a state tax lien on your report, you can challenge it. You can claim that it's not yours, and the bureau will have to confirm it with the county or state. There are also companies, like Blue Water, that you can hire to help you clean up your credit for a nominal fee. Using credit cards to maintain a good credit score. This method works with everything. I've seen people remove items from their credit reports and watch their scores soar. If your credit score is below 700, you need to work on it. My score usually hovers between 720 and 780 because I use my credit strategically. I float balances between credit cards, using available credit for projects. If I need $30,000 in credit cards to fund a project, I make monthly payments, which might add up to a few $100s. But that's a small price compared to the alternative of giving up equity in the project.